Hey YouTube, it's Stefan, and I'm back. I didn't go very far. Still same clothes, everything. So I'm doing 2 videos today. I already did my 18-month on T update, so this is how things went with changing my name and my gender marker with Social Security. To get your Social Security card changed, it is completely free. The only thing you have to have is, with your name change, you have to have a certified copy from the court, so the one with the stamp on it. You have to have an application stating name you want to change it to and all that stuff, and your parents' information, just so they can verify who you are, really. So when I went, it took literally like, I would say I was there for maybe 30 minutes, but I spent like 20 of those waiting because there were quite a few people there. And pretty plain and simple, because I changed my name back in May, and then I just went today to change my gender marker because the rules have changed. So, which I'll get to in a second. So the name change is pretty straightforward. She typed it in, then she printed off like this form that said this was the old information, this is the new information, and I had to verify that all of that information was correct to the best of my knowledge. And it had my old name, my new name, my gender, both of my parents' names, and like my address and my phone number. I think that was all that was on that. It's basically they show it to you, you look at it, make sure it's correct, and then they ask you like, is this all correct to the best of your knowledge? And you say, and if it is correct, make sure they don't spell anything wrong. Say yes, it is, and you're pretty much done. Then basically they gave me, because like when you go, they take your old Social Security card and they get rid of it, they shred it, and they'll send you a new one in like 7 to 10 days. It took maybe a week to get mine. So yeah, it was pretty straightforward and pretty simple. The lady that handled my stuff that day back in May when I changed my name was super awesome. She didn't ask any questions. She wasn't rude. She just did her job. She changed my information like I wanted her to, because I had all the correct documentation. Fast forward to today. In case people don't know, the rules have changed for getting your gender marker changed that is associated with your Social Security card. And I want to say they changed it before then, but I think June 15th is when it started. There are several ways. Like I talked about in my passport video, where you have to have a letter from your doctor stating that you are undergoing treatment. You can do that same letter or a similar letter for Social Security, but also if you already have a passport that says your correct gender. Basically what I did today is I printed a new application. You have to have a new application documenting what you're changing, so that way when the people, like the audit people, come and audit the work that that lady did, they know why she did it, because this is what it says on that application. Unlike the name change where it says both, the gender, you just check the other box. And she also told me that I did a good job on my application, because she's had a couple other people trying to change theirs, and she had to reject them because once you've changed your name with Social Security, you have to put your birth name on the application. Whether you want to or not, they'll probably reject it if you don't. The first line says your name, so I put Stefan Mearson Voss. And then on the next line it says your name at birth. So you have to put your birth name, whether you, like I said, whether you want to or not. Because they can process it without it. Technically, they're not supposed to. What she said is, if you don't put it on there and the auditor sees that and catches it, they'll change your information back and you'll have to go change it again. And they probably won't notify you, she said. They'll just change it back and think it was a clerical error. Best bet is to fill out the application correctly. When I went, I was only there for maybe 20 minutes this time, just like last time. When I walked up to the window, I gave her my application. She said I needed a photo ID, and since my driver's license does not say male, I gave her my passport. She was fine with that, because that's what she's going to need to look at anyway, so I just gave her my passport. She had to basically find the policy, because they have to print the policy with what they did for the auditors to justify what they've done. So not only does your documentation have to be correct, her documentation has to be correct. Otherwise, it might get rejected somewhere down the line. She had me go sit back down for a minute. She found it. She called me back up. She called me Mr. Voss, which she should, but you never know sometimes. Same thing as last time with the name change. She printed out this paper and it said my name, my address, my phone number, my parents' names, it said gender. It said gender was changed to male. It didn't say that it was changed. It just had an M on it, and I think that was it. I had to do the same thing as before. I looked at the piece of paper. I made sure all of the information was correct to the best of my knowledge, and then that was it. She gave me this receipt that basically said that my stuff was changed. She crossed off that I would get a new card in like 7 to 10 business days because I don't need a new card because I'm just changing the information associated with it. So it was pretty straightforward. If you have issues when you go to change it, I would have one of two things. Before I went in, I had pulled up the information on their website on my phone because our printers messed up. In case she was like, I don't know what policy you're talking about. And then I could have been like, this one. She was pretty knowledgeable on the policy change, and she was awesome, just like the previous lady. So, hope this helps people if you are looking to change your information and not quite sure where to start. It's pretty simple. I will put a link in the description for the application for a Social Security card, and I will also put a link to the requirements, the new requirements. I hope everyone has a good week, day, whatever. If you watch the collab channel, I'll see you on Sunday. If not, I will see you guys in a month or so, unless I have some other random topic. Peace.